All right. Morning, everyone. Welcome to another episode of Trading Bitcoin with your host, Tone Vays. Did a little bit of travel, and now it's time to do a few of these streams from the United States before heading off to Dubai for hundreds of events. As you can see, I am wearing my Buy the Dip shirt, and let's go to the charts. All right, don't forget, Understanding Bitcoin is coming October 14 to 15. Is going to be more like a small-ish medium meetup. We are looking at approximately, 20, 25 people with some really, really good instructors. And we're going to do some workshops on setting up wallets using Lightning. Hopefully, some of the people are experts at Liquid because I am not, and I would love to learn. So this is basically an event for the Bitcoin user who wants to be a little more of an advanced user. And this is what we do. So I know I can use some help in this department myself. So it's an event for those that are looking to learn. Please go over the website and check out the videos from last year. Not last year, sorry, 2019 now. This time it'll be a little more hands-on because we have less people attending, which is kind of good. Okay, let's go to the charts. Weekly chart. We have started a brand new week. Last week did not close in the most optimal way. We did close as a red star candle, indicating that there are short trade opportunities while using the MRI. That is the one big negative because the prior candle also closed below the short-term moving average, and the current candle closed, well, same, but above the medium-term moving average, so nothing changed on that end. We did get a lower swing low and a lower closing low. Those are negative signs, bearish signs. But we did close above the Lucid SAR, which is somewhat important, and the current Lucid SAR is now above the long-term period moving average, and the next Lucid SAR will probably be above the next moving average. So it is rising fairly quickly. We do need current week to give us some signs of upside. Otherwise, this chart can turn ugly. If we start going up from here, then we're not going to get, the really bad crossover of the 20 period versus the 50 period. And if we go up fast enough, it is possible we can avoid the crossover between the 7 period, which I believe that short one is, and the 20 period moving averages on the weekly scale. This is our 3-day scale. This is our consensual look. This is where we are using the moving averages to try and establish bullish, cash, or bearish positions in Bitcoin. As you can see, I lowered the bullish allocation to 40 to 50%. And while I used a little bit of, leeway here, according to Tyler Jenks, he would have lowered his bullish allocation somewhat significantly at the close of around the 21st of September. I had left my allocation at 40 to 50 bullish. I do have a little bit of a bullish bias right now. A lot of that bullish bias has to do with the on-chain fundamental picture of Bitcoin. It is giving me a slight bullish bias, even when the technical picture does not call for that much bullish bias in my analysis. I am using a little bit of discretion and my own views on the current political picture in the West, the current, social picture in the West, other factors like El Salvador and others. And I do have a very significant lean towards the bullish case, not to mention my early year prediction of $100,000 Bitcoin, the current bullish bets I have a significant bullish bias. I try to keep that bullish bias to as much minimum as I can to try to be as objective as possible when it comes to technical analysis. But this bullish bias remains in that 40 to 50% bullish allocation range. And when this candle closes in about 9.5 hours, if the next 3-day candle starts trending up, we are not actually going to get the crossover between the 3-period moving average and the 30-period moving average, which is what we have on this consensual look. I'm using the 3, the 9, and the 30. We can avoid the cross because it's just using the last 3 candles. So this will go straight up off of the current picture. This is the bet with Joe Saz on whether Bitcoin will be below 40,000 or above 55,000 first. And so far, I came very close to losing that bet, but I did not lose that bet, and I'm still confident that I will be winning this bet. Next up, we have the daily look. I do need a better version of a funding rate, but this chart has done me very, very well. You can see first signs of going up above a little bit. The last time this happened was early September. And as you can see, we spiked very nicely in early September. So the daily chart has very little room for error. Very, very little. You can see the RSI is declining, the MACD is declining, the CMF is trying to stay alive, and the volume has been very, very low. Now, the price picture. I can make a bullish case, I can make a slight bearish case, but here's the bearish case. We have had numerous lower swing lows and numerous lower swing lows and numerous lower swing highs. That is a bearish channel that I can draw right in here, from here to there. I'm going to delete this in a minute, but just so you're aware, there is a bearish channel. That's a bearish picture. Here's a bullish picture. We bounced absolutely beautifully off the 128-day moving average, which has just rounded upwards. That is a bullish sign. We are making very nice wicks on the lower end. We did this before. We rallied up, but not enough to break the prior swing high or the prior swing high consolidation. Now, right now, you can see the daily picture. I am waiting for the break of the $48,000 area in order to be super, super, super bullish on Bitcoin. But we may be lowering this to the break of the final moving average. Not a big lowering, but a lowering nonetheless, down to 47,000. That is all I need on the daily chart in order to be super bullish on Bitcoin, because this breaks both moving averages. This gets us very close to the prior swing high. And when we are very close to the prior swing high, I anticipate the break. We avoided lower daily closes. We avoided lower swing lows. We are way above the last MRI support line. We are still in a bearish MRI count, but in another couple of days, we are going to get a green star candle if we continue to slowly go up. And off that green star candle, we can certainly challenge and break both of these daily moving averages. Okay, short-term look. Guys, there is a private Q&A following the stream. Private Q&As will run till the end of the year. I released one yesterday along with a very good interview. My last time advertising the Liquid, Lightning, Jade Wallet, Blockstream interview with that, I'm back. I really wanted this to hit 10,000 views. It's a really important interview. Hopefully, if you guys have not seen it, please go back and watch it. It is absolutely excellent. So now if you go over to the Tone Vays channel and you click on the video description or just video, this is a great interview with Nico. We talked a lot. I mean, he's Venezuelan, so he's seen communism firsthand. I am from the former Soviet Union. I have seen communism firsthand. We talked a fair amount about communism and where the West is headed. We talked a bit about Bitcoin. We talked about my history in Bitcoin. We talked about a little bit about COVID and the insanity that is plaguing the world. And it's not the virus itself. It is the reaction to the virus. And then I released a Q&A yesterday as well. So you may want to check these out if you did not know that these were out. My live streams get a lot more viewers than my other video releases and interviews. Where that's the Adam Back one, that's the Embly card one. Yeah, speaking of Embly card, they are back. Check it out. Also Start9 if you want to run your own node. I don't usually show my affiliate page often. I don't promote any exchanges at the moment. Well, LVL, they're US registered. You can check that out. Okay, let's move on to the short-term chart. Short-term chart. A little bit of good news on a short-term chart. I am lowering my breakout level to the last swing high. It has now been a good 12 hours since the last swing high, September 26th. Today is already September 27th. September 26th at 8 p.m. Eastern time. I don't think we're going to break this, in the next hour or two. So we have a little bit of time, though we just rallied. Wow. The current hour is doing really well. That's great. Maybe we can break this. Green star candle, next candle. So we'll see what happens. Oh, what a beautiful bounce off an MRI buy right here, right on the brink of disaster of us going below 41,000 and potentially breaking 40,000. We reversed on this 1 hour MRI buy really, really nicely. Those interested in the MRI, you can go to products and services, MRI indicator, but please read what it's all about before subscribing. It does have a one-time fee that comes with a 5-hour educational video. Okay. For a quick 4-hour look. It's time to delete a lot of these annotations. They just start to get in the way. I'm going to delete this and that. Anything else on this chart? Yeah, that. They just start to clutter the chart. Then I forget to delete them. Okay, 4-hour look. Look how a 4-hour topped beautifully on an MRI top as well. Consolidated for a minute and then took a bit of a nosedive. We are coming up on another MRI top on a weekly, but this one is in a much bigger consolidation. We're also breaking both moving averages. Probably a bit of a pause. That's why I'm not expecting a big breakout this week, but maybe, like in the next day or two. This is a 4-hour chart. Maybe tomorrow, maybe the next day, but I do think we need this breakout to come very, very soon. We are running out of time. Bitcoin is running out of time to start breaking these swing highs. It needs to get there or a bear market can set in. So I am anticipating this break in the very near future. Okay, quick peek at traditional markets. Bitcoin dominance, not interesting. This is, that was the 4-hour chart. GBTC, not really interesting until that premium starts approaching zero. I talked a little bit about the long-term view of gold the other day. I'm going to hold off on gold. I still think gold can rally significantly at year end, as some of the more shit hits the fan, but we will see. Oil, as you guys know, I am super, super bullish on oil. I am anticipating $100 oil price in the very near future, and then 200, and then potentially unaffordable to force people into not using it. So I am very, very bullish on oil. Let's see where it goes. Oil's got a long way to go to reach all-time high. I was working on Wall Street when oil hit $147 a barrel. And I think that is going to be challenged probably next year. Get ready for your taxes on using gasoline to go up, which is really good for rich people because there's so much traffic in major city highways. I mean, go to LA, go to New York, go to Miami. So the more expensive gas is, the more it favors the wealthy and the elites because the plebs won't be able to afford it. Just food for thought there. Like they keep telling you that, it's for global warming and how it's killing the planet and why, everyone has to pay, their fair share to help the environment. So they're making your gasoline unreasonably expensive. Meanwhile, the rich can easily afford it. That's how they fly in private jets. In the meantime, your plane ticket on a commercial flight is more than 50% taxes, and only half that money goes to the airline. And eventually it will be like 80% taxes. So it will be way more expensive for the average person to go on vacation and fly, but the rich people don't care. They have private planes. So all these measures to cut back on, the global warming fear is basically to prevent the non-elitist from participating in society. Is basically how these things work. So S&P 500, the S&P 500 is in a very interesting zone. Very interesting. It's stuck between these two moving averages that it can still avoid a crossover here. It's a very critical zone. If the S&P 500 can get above, can get back above 4,500, that's huge. That means it has avoided a full-blown disaster. Now, at the moment, this is still the most likely outcome. The most likely outcome is that we go right into this depth cross with consolidation and then take a nosedive into new lows. And the reason why, there's only one reason why I am two reasons why I am favoring this outcome of a deeper pullback. One is we have made a new swing low, something we haven't done in like 4 years or 5 years. Like definitely since I think we've done it in 4 years, but we haven't done this for sure since have we? Yeah, since the COVID crash. Since COVID, not my bad. Only been a year and a half. Since COVID. First time since COVID, we have broken the prior swing low. We also broke both of the moving averages, and now we're rallying back into them. So I will favor the more bearishness until we break 4,500 on the S&P. By the way, I just flew through the UK. Man, it's a pain in the ass. First of all, I had to spend like 20 minutes filling out a locator form as to where my whereabouts would be in the UK, which were literally Heathrow Airport, which is a nightmare of an airport. Of course, my flight runs late and I barely make the next flight. And I still have to deal with COVID insanity in London, considering I was in London for 45 minutes. Good job, UK. I will avoid your airport transfers at all costs going forward. My money will go to other airlines, not called British Airways, for this insanity. Okay, longer look at the S&P 500. Let's drop the line chart. Yeah, today is an interesting day. Did we get a new candle yet? Oh, it's monthly chart. That's one. Yeah, this is good. That's a nice reversal candle. And if we break this candle this week, that's awesome. All right, I got to start my private Q&A. I know there are people there from Asia, and for them, it's getting really, really late. So that's where we are headed. Here's the US dollar. A quick peek. I think it's going to break out. I think the US dollar is going up. It's hard to explain why, other than the rest of the world's a bigger basket case. Don't forget, I am headed to Dubai. I'll be in the US for a short amount of time, and then I'm off to Dubai for understanding Bitcoin and the financial summit. The financial summit is getting some good signups, guys. This will sell out. There's usually a surge at the very end. And we're already down. Oh, it's a little more than 2 tickets left. We're not going to raise the price. We were going to raise the price, but we're not going to. Had we gotten to the last 5 tickets or so, like a month or two ago, we probably would have raised the price, but I just need to increase the number of spots. We have about 5 to 6 spots left. Had a few more people sign up. It is a sellout of 40 people. We only pre-reserved 40 rooms. Now, it's possible we can request a few more rooms from the hotel if they're available for all 6 nights. But this is going to be great. This is we're going to have twice as many people here as we did in Bali. And Bali was an amazing event. So we're trying to keep these small, 40 people. I mean, 50 people is right on the edge there. We'll see how we do with 40 people. We did get a couple of more upgrades, so those are still available. I think we have 2 of those left. We were able to request a few more from the hotel. Oh God, McAfee. No, I don't want. I don't know how to remove McAfee virus off my computer. I know I've seen the video from McAfee how to remove the McAfee antivirus, but even with that tutorial, I am still not able to remove the McAfee virus off my computer. So this is your upgraded room, and it's ridiculously sick for the ballers. I'm hoping that one is available for myself, but at the moment I am myself in one of these, which is still not bad. Trying to appease the high net worth attendees that are coming. It's gonna be a great event, guys. All right, check out Tone Vays on-demand videos. Those that are looking to get involved into trading and want to pay for some education versus learning it for free on my free tutorial. All right, guys. Thank you all so much for watching. Please check out my recent videos, my interview with Nico of BitVault, and also these private Q&As, we do release them over the weekend. Thank you all for watching. Didn't get to any of your live chat this time, maybe next time, and I will see you all on the next one. Bye, guys. I already have half a dozen people in the private Q&A who should be joining shortly. Bye, guys.